So on our Bonis machine, I'm going to show you how to change a needle, and we're going to also rethread our machine. So your needle clamp screw is right on the side. You should only loosen it approximately a half of a turn. And the long thread groove goes all the way up to here. Short thread groove is only right to there. Okay, the short thread groove always goes up, and the long thread groove is down. So you are going to always thread towards the short thread groove, so you will thread the machine coming from the bottom. So we're going to go to our needle changing position. That is where the looper arm is aimed right at the needle plate, needle slot, and our hole for our that we're going to put our needle in is right there. So the best thing to use to put your needle in So what I'm doing is I'm sticking my pin through the eye of the needle, okay? And I'm going to then just push it back until the needle comes to a stop. And it'll be an obvious stop. See how that's stopping? Okay, and you want to hold the pin with your left hand because your right hand is going to need to hold your screwdriver to lightly snug your needle. So we're going to make sure that it's all the way in by checking our length, and you can have a little mark there, a little reference mark to when the needle is all the way in, so you can check it if you want. But the main thing is you want to make sure that the needle is all the way in and the eye is straight up and down, and that the short thread groove, the groove that only goes from there to there, to the eye, is on the top. So now then we're going to give this a good snug. Now then we're going to thread our machine. So it's important that you hold on to the thread, because if I just pull this thread, the thread is not getting down between the tension discs. If I hold this thread back here, when I pull this, you'll see it goes right down between the thread tension discs, and you need to have it in between the thread tension discs. So now we're going to thread this is our needle tensioner plate, and this is our needle tension screw. So we're going to thread our rear thread guide. Now then you're going to need your hands like this. We're going to use the needle to help us. So we're going to go under the front feed disc, take the thread against the needle, push it back, and we go through our thread guide. You see there's a little slot right down there on the bottom of the needle tensioner plate. On this side, you'll see a little slot. Now if you look over here, there's another thread guide right there. And see, I'm holding these threads so that I can get this in there with my fingers. I can use my index finger to guide everything. So now that I'm going to pull on my thread slowly while I tuck my thread over my needle tensioner screw right there. So now then we're going to thread our needle. And you just reach through and pull your tail of your thread over that direction. Everything goes through these two feed discs that direction. So I always want to make sure you just pull it off to the side. Now we're going to go to our starting and stopping position. So this position is your needle threading and needle changing position. And this position is your needle starting and stopping position. So you want to make sure that you remember those two, because you'll be using the starting and stopping position a lot. So right now, we're going to put our work in our machine. And so I'm going to use the hand wheel. The top of the hand wheel goes that direction. I'm going to use my hand just rested on there, what they call palming, so that I can help control the speed. And you see how I can make it go real slow, or if I take my hand off, it'll go a little faster. But I can also use it to stop it when I want it to stop. So I'm going to go one more stitch, okay? And I'm going to go to my starting and stopping position. And now then, you see, it ties that stitch off, so it's not going to unravel on us. ties it all off. So now we're going to do a tack. So all we're going to do is, and then go to our starting and stopping position, open up our feed disc, pull it to me, pull it down. We're going to tack it again. Starting and stopping position, pull it to you, pull it down, and then we'll tack it one more time. Starting and stopping position. And now that we've tacked it, so now all we got to do is sew it. And you notice I'm not having to hold the thread, pull the thread or anything, because when you go to the starting and stopping position, it leaves just enough tail for you to complete your first stitch. And so you don't have to mess with pulling a thread out. And we're going to go get close to the end. I'm going to leave my pedal in neutral. And I'm going to stop right there, bury the needle. Make sure you bury the needle, get it as deep as you can get it in there to hold your place while you either add something else in or turn a corner. You can use it to turn radiuses also. So we have a perfect corner. We're going to go to our starting and stopping position. Pull it to us and down. So now then we've got tack, tack, tack. We've sewn it all and we've made a perfect corner, and there is our finished seam. I hope this helps, and don't forget to give us a like if you get something useful out of this video. And if you want to see more of them, then subscribe. And you can always leave a comment if you have questions or anything. Just leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching.